نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we shall try to read and understand from chapter number 2, that's Al-Baqarah, verse number 145 to verse number 152. Inshallah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. وَلَئِنْ أَتَيْتَ الَّذِينَ, O Muhammad, peace upon him, even if you bring those to Utul Kitab, those people who were granted the book, Bikuli Ayah, every kind of sign or miracle or argument, Ma tabi'u qiblatak, still they shall not follow your qibla or your direction of prayer. وَمَا أَنْتَ بِتَعْبٍ قِبْلَتَهُمْ, nor shall you follow now their qibla or direction. وَمَا بَعْضُهُمْ بِتَعْبٍ قِبْلَةَ بَعْضٍ, nor are they amongst themselves ready to follow each other's qibla. وَلَئِنِ اتَّبَعْتَ أَهْوَاهُمْ, if you still follow their desires, مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا جَاءَكَ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ, even after true knowledge has come to them, إِنَّكَ إِذًا لَمِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ, surely you shall be amongst the wrongdoers. الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ, those people whom we had given the book, that means Jews and Christians, يَعْرِفُونَهُ, they know it, كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُم, they recognize it, كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُم, as they recognize their own sons or they recognize their own children. وَإِنَّ فَرِيقًا مِّنْهُمْ, still there's a group amongst them, لَيَكْتُمُونَ الْحَقَّ, who conceal the truth, وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ, when they know it. Al-Haqqu min Rabbik, but you should remember the truth is from thy Lord. فَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُمْتَرِينَ, so be not amongst the doubters. وَلِكُلٍّ وِجْهَةٌ هُوَ مُوَلِّيهَا, for every group of people or religious community, there is a direction towards which they face. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, so you excel in good deeds or run towards good deeds. أَيْنَمَا تَكُونُوا, wherever you will be, O human beings, يَأْتِ بِكُمُ اللَّهُ جَمِيعًا, Allah, God shall find you, all of you. Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir. Surely Allah has power over everything. وَمِنْ حَيْثُ خَرَجْتَ. From wherever you move around, O Muhammad, peace upon him, فَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ. Henceforth, you should turn your face towards this Masjid al-Haram, or the sacred Masjid, that's Kaaba. وَإِنَّهُ لَلْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّكَ. And surely it is truth from your Lord. وَمَا اللَّهُ بِغَافِلٍ. And Allah is not heedless or anywhere أَمَا تَعْمَلُونَ of what you do. وَمِنْ حَيْثُ خَرَجْتَ. From wherever you move around, فَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ. O Muhammad, peace upon him, you should turn your face towards this sacred Masjid. وَحَيْثُ مَا كُنْتُمْ. O Muslims, henceforth wherever you will be, فَوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ شَطْرَ. You should always turn your faces in prayers to this masjid, to it, that means to Kaaba in Mecca. لِأَلَّا يَكُونَ لِلنَّاسِ عَلَيْكُمْ حُجَّةٌ. So that these people have no argument against you. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْهُمْ. Except amongst them, except who are wrongdoers or transgressors amongst them. فَلَا تَخْشَوْهُمْ. So fear them not. وَخْشَوْنِي. But fear me alone. وَلِأُتِمَّ نِعْمَتِي عَلَيْكُمْ. And so that I fulfill or complete my favors upon you. وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَهْتَدُونَ. And so that you are rightly guided. So we shall confine our lesson towards it. Up to it. That's verse number 150 instead of 152, as I told you earlier. We shall confine our today's lesson only up to verse number 150. Okay, this is the meaning of these verses. That's starting from verse number 145. From the meanings, we have come to know that this is in continuation of our previous lesson. We started with Sayakul Sufaha, that means change of direction of Qibla, or the Muslims, the direction they face during their prayers. Previously it was Jerusalem. It was under the divine command as conveyed to Muslim Ummah by Muhammad, peace upon him. So whosoever followed that command was an obedient servant of Allah, and whosoever now follows the new command, according to which Qibla was changed, direction of prayers was changed from Jerusalem to Kaaba in Mecca. Whosoever follows it now is also fulfilling the divine command. So he too is an obedient servant of Allah, and whosoever disobeys it, in fact disobeys Allah and his messenger. That means there is no faith left in him. And Quran explained it, that there is nothing sacred in any direction, as we see in this chapter itself. Soon we shall see in verse number 170. 37. Quran saying, لَيْسَ الْبِرَّ أَن تُوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ قِبَلَ الْمَشْرِقِ وَالْمَغْرِبِ وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةِ وَالْكِتَابِ وَالنَّبِيِّينَ. That Quran saying, this is no piety, whether you turn your face towards east or the west. But the really pious person is one. وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ, who believes in Allah. Man amana billahi wal malaikati, and angels, wal kitab, and the book, wal nabiyyin, and the prophets and messengers. That means there is nothing in the direction. It is in fact how you follow the divine command. The same way as we see we are today turned towards Qibla. There's nothing to Kaaba. There's nothing in Kaaba, in that mortar and the stones and sand and rocks. Nothing. But only the following of divine command to create a universal Muslim brotherhood. So the Quran in this verse is saying what we are studying today, that is verse number 145. The Jews and Christians cannot understand it. They have only taken upon themselves to criticize your faith, to try to create confusions in your minds. So don't be confused. You should follow divine command. Be sincere followers of Allah and His Messenger, peace be upon Him. That is the real faith. These people of the book, Jews and Christians, even though they know it well, what's right and what's wrong, but still they argue with you. They want to create confusions in your mind. So be sure, don't worry. This was وَلَئِنْ أَتَيْتَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ بِكُلِّ آيَةٍ. Oh Muhammad, peace be upon him. Even if you bring any kind of argument or any kind of sign to these people of the book, and you show them, you try to convince them, because they are bent on denying this truth. They are not ready to accept truth, even if it becomes clear to them through you. So don't you worry. Don't you entertain their ideas, and need not argue with them. وَلَئِنْ أَتَيْتَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ بِكُلِّ آيَةٍ. Here it means in relation to this change of direction of prayers, that, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, even if you bring any kind of miracle, any kind of sign, or any kind of argument you present before these people of the book, مَا تَبِعُوا قِبْلَتَكَ, still they are not ready to follow your Qibla. They are not ready for it, because they are vowed, they have taken an oath, and they are sure that they have to oppose you, this way or that way. They are bent on denying the truth. So don't you worry. Even if you bring to these or present before them any kind of argument, or you're trying to convince them, they are not ready to follow your Qibla. But same is true to you. Oh, Wama Anta بِتَعْبِئِهِمْ قِبْلَتَهُمْ. O Muhammad, peace be upon him, same is true to you and your community, who's the people who are following you, that now you too cannot follow their Qibla. Because once Allah's command has come, how come is it possible that you shall accept their Qibla? No way. Because you, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, you and your followers, your companions, your ummah, they are the obedient servants, my obedient servants, and your obedient followers. So it's not possible for you too to follow their Qibla now. And the same is true to them. وَمَا بَعْدُمْ بِتَعْبٍ قِبْلَةَ بَعْدٍ. Nor are they ready. That means Jews and Christians, they have their own directions of prayers. They are not ready to even follow each other's Qibla. That means from a distance, they may seem united against you because there is a common cause for them. Just to demolish the boundaries of Islam. Just to join hands to put their all efforts together to create confusions of Muslim minds. But the fact is that they are not ready. Tell them that if you are united, then why aren't you united as far as the direction of Qibla is concerned? Jews and Christians are not ready to follow each other's Qibla. You know, the place of worship, synagogues of Jews, they always face towards Jerusalem, Baitul Maqdis, right? Whereas Christians, they have given sacredness to the direction of east, what we call eastern, that all their these churches are eastwards. That means so they are not united between themselves. So, O Muslims, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, why should you worry? If they are arguing against you, the fact is that even if you make them understand, isn't Kaaba the real Qibla? Wasn't Kaaba built by Adam? Hasn't it been the direction of Qibla for all the prophets and messengers? Wasn't it, if we take from you, Jews or Christians, don't you know yourselves, and you know it well, that Kaaba in its present form was built by Abraham, and it was the center of worship of Allah the Almighty, one God. So even if we take your Jerusalem, it was built around 1200 or 1300 years after that, after the rebuilding of Kaaba by Makkah, by Abraham. So they know it, but still, even if we explain everything to them, they are not ready to accept it. They are not ready to follow our Qibla. Nor is it possible for you, O Muslims, and O Muhammad, peace be upon you, nor is it possible for you now onwards, when divine command has come to you, to follow their direction or Qibla, nor are they ready to accept each other's Qibla. وَلَئِنِ اتَّبَعْتَ أَهْوَاهُمْ. O Muhammad, peace be upon him, if you follow their desires, مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا جَاءَكَ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ, after true knowledge is come to you. إِنَّكَ إِذًا لَمِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Then you shall be amongst the wrongdoers or transgressors. That means we should be well aware about it. It was not possible for Muhammad, peace upon him, to make just a small inclination, just a minor inclination from the right course or from Sirat al-Mustaqim is what was possible. So this was, in fact, a warning to Jews or Christians who thought that by using all might and main, by trying to use unnecessary, unfounded arguments, or creating confusion in the Muslim minds, that they'll be perhaps successful in making Muslims to turn again towards Jerusalem. Impossible. It's not possible. Once a message comes to a prophet, more so to the last of the messengers, Muhammad, peace upon him, he has to follow it, and he has been following it. He is the most obedient follower of the divine message. So it's not possible for him, oh Jews or Christians, hands off. Hands off is not possible for him. He'll never do it. You are wasting your energy. And not only that, you are unnecessarily creating hellfire for your own selves by unnecessarily, firstly, not accepting the prophethood of Muhammad, peace upon him. No, you are not ready to believe in the message and the instructions which has been received as last of the messengers from Allah the Almighty. Not only that, but you have crossed all the limits of disobedience. Now you are trying to even make Muslim ummah, Muslim community, to deviate from the right course. It is not possible. So hands off. So this was conveyed, in fact, this message that O Muhammad, apparently it's addressed to him, that if you follow their ahwahum, their desires, even after true knowledge has come to you through the divine revelations, إِنَّكَ إِذًا لَمِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ, you shall be among the wrongdoers. Though I told you, it is in fact a warning to those who intended to make Muslims deviate from this divine course, or deviate from the divine commands. They are told it's impossible. Then it is a very important thing said here, الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ, the people whom we had given the book. It is, in Quran, it is generally meant Jews and Christians. الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ, those who had given the book, يَعْرِفُونَهُ, they recognize it. What they recognize? Who, in the first instance, in the context, means Kaaba as the central place of worship. They recognize it. They know it. They identify it by their knowledge and through the messengers or the prophets in whom they too believe, right from Adam to Abraham and others. The الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ, those whom we had given the book, يَعْرِفُونَهُ, they recognize. that means this Kaaba, the real, this Qibla, or the locus of prayer, or the direction of the prayers, that means Kaaba, they recognize it. Kama ya'rifuna abna'ahum. It is so clear to them as they recognize their own children. That it is so clear to them. They are unnecessarily arguing with you. Otherwise, in the hearts of hearts, they know it. This is the most ancient house, or the first house ever built for the worship of one God. That's no house other than this Kaaba built in the deserts of Arabia and Makkah. They know it, but still they argue. Don't you worry. This is their hypocrisy. What they know, what they understand, and what they appreciate in the hearts of hearts, but by their verbal declarations, they are opposing it, or they are trying to create confusions among the ranks of Muslims. So don't you worry. الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ, those whom we have given the book, that means Jews of Christians, يَعْرِفُونَهُ, they recognize it, كَمَا يَعْرِفُونَ أَبْنَاءَهُم, as they recognize their own children, or sons. وَإِنَّ فَرِيقًا مِّنْهُم, but still there is a group amongst them, لَيَكْتُمُونَ الْحَقَّ, who conceal this truth. The truth which is quite clear and manifest to them. وَإِنَّ فَرِيقًا مِّنْهُمْ, there is still a group amongst them, لَا يَكْتُمُونَ الْحَقَّ, who conceal the truth, وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ, when they know it. That means they have the knowledge, perfect, good knowledge about it, that this should be the real Qibla, or the direction of prayers. But still they conceal it. They don't express it, simply on the basis of the prejudice or the hatred they had developed against children of Ismail, that means Muslims, or Muhammad, peace upon, the hatred or envy they had developed. It is out of that envy and hatred or jealousy or that prejudices they had developed that they are opposing it. Otherwise, they recognize this Qibla as they recognize their own children. Another explanation given to by our ancestors, by the experts of Quran and commentators, is Yarifuna, who here means Muhammad. That means those who have given the book, they recognize him, that is Muhammad, peace upon him, as they recognize their own children. That means, as Muhammad, peace upon him, has been foretold by their prophets, that means by Moses, by Jesus and others. On the basis of that, the attributes as explained about the last of the messengers, that's Muhammad, peace upon him, in their own book. In the light of that, looking towards Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, they recognize him as they recognize their own son. They feel, yeah, he's the prophet, he's the real prophet. He is the manifestation of the prophecies given as was conveyed to humankind through Jesus, Moses, peace be upon them, and others. So he who here means Muhammad, peace upon him. That means those whom we have given the book, they recognize recognize him, that's Muhammad, peace upon him, كما يعرفون أبناءهم, as they recognize their own sons. But still, وَإِنَّ فَرِيقًا مِنْهُمْ, there's still a group amongst them, لا